Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we finished exploring the NFT warehouse on the mutant-held island, and were ushered off of it by the mutants, or at least the main guard, after we had returned power back to that facility. Apparently they had been living without it, and it made them very nervous to see it turned on again, as it may make them a target for the savages. I then had mentioned during, well, not then had mentioned, I had mentioned during our adventure that we would try to talk to the pirates, and if we weren't able to do so, because we had already stolen the floaty talkie, that we would join Aegis Incorporated after all. But Razor was willing to speak with us, and we seemed to get along, with us being a member of the Free Drones, and them being pirates. They gave us a task to do to prove ourselves worthy of joining their ranks, stealing an Aegis Incorporated jet ski, which we accomplished since Pickpocket had already given us access to the jet ski key. We drove it away from the island without any trouble. We even eliminated one of the jet ski patrols of Aegis Incorporated, utilizing mostly our plasma beam to do so. Looks like that's a guaranteed kill if we can get it off on an enemy. My goodness. We then got wiped out by another group that showed up, but whatever. Upon re-meeting with Razor, he has welcomed us to his ranks. We've informed him about everything that the pirates had been doing, and now it's time for us to get back out into the world again. And for the first time ever, talk to the pirates as potential allies rather than hostiles. I cannot but note as well that our weapons were taken off of us while we were here, although these were not. Interesting. I like this. It would make sense that the pirates would not allow someone to walk around inside at least their captain's quarters, with the captain there, wielding weaponry. Some kind of globular map, but of what? Alright, guys. Well, we will talk with Razor and Cruiser when they're not inside the captain's quarters, assuming that they leave at some point. My goodness. The Biocorp Destroyer. The only times, viewer, I have seen this ship has been when I've assaulted it with Gabriel, and I think Decker managed to clear out the pirates too before their ambush attempt had been carried out, right? Anyway, let's talk with a few pirates and see what they're like, and then walk around here. How much juice did I bring with me? 3. There must be a warp gate somewhere here. So we're going, maybe not on this room, but someplace in the pirate's base. So we need to walk around and locate it, because I don't want to have to take a jet ski past the Aegis Incorporated held island to get out of here. And we should try to make our way to the jet ski dungeon after this episode in order to get parts, because we're going to want our jet skis to be completely decked out with whatever we can acquire from those locations. Anyway, let's talk with some pirates. What you eyeing me for, mate? You need healing? Katya. See her. Alright, they start out friendly enough. Let's see if their pockets are friendly. That's a bad way of phrasing that. Not so bad. They have a little bit of coins. We'll take coins from them at the moment. You don't want to mess with him, Razor, mate. That one Claude that was hitting on one of his girls has lost his finger for it. Razor is the one we talked to already, the one who's missing an eye. You gotta respect the Black Sea, else it's gonna pull you under, mate. Nods. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of avarice or malice towards us, being the new guy, I suppose. Hate 'em, black eel clods. They cramp on our piracy, mate. I have to say that these pirates feel more like actual pirates to me than the black eels feel. But I suppose anyone who's in this world, who is out on the ocean, or the seas and rivers, and looting other people, would qualify. Legless Bob got pulled under by a sucker a week and a half ago. Poor banger. The man was made for deucing. Okay. Our juice expired. We're not here to get in trouble. We're here to explore bits of this island, or their held territory. The symbol's probably not going to be on any structure that they've made. It's going to be on rock. It's not going to be on this floating island that they have here. Calamity. Hey, banger. Name's Calamity, and I'm the one every matey comes to when their asses get hungry. So what's it gonna be? We's a bit low on important stuff at the moment, but everything else is nice and fresh. You can hit on her, apparently, but we're not doing that sort of thing. That would get us into trouble. So, what do you mean imported food? Chips, sodas, things we can't find here. We haven't left the hells to stock up in the sea knows how long. The good thing about this place is that you just can't ever go hungry. There's so much game around here to pop and grill. Just gonna watch what's gonna poison you and what end. Well, I'm hungry. What's she selling? And how expensive? It was 200 charons for this. It's still 200. Okay. Ooh. Reduces poison damage by 20% and increases evasion by 30 for sea serpent fillets. I'll take 2 of those. Thanks, Calamity. Am I allowed back here? Choppy Joe. Need something chopped up. Keep me shaven sharp. Grins. We'll lose pocket really quick. Thank you, Choppy Joe. Oh, they've already stolen the patroller. Or this is ours, and it's now theirs. Let's continue to talk with them. We take it while we look around to see if where our Aegis patroller might be. So, what are you looking at, mate? Blades, guns, crosses, or you the banging type? I am the banging type. Looters and pinners, sprayers, deucers. So viewer, I have something to admit to you. I have been thinking about joining the pirates earlier for one particular reason. They have some of the best music in the DLC. I really like their theme song. And you only hear it here, I think? I don't think you hear it at Port Cedo. or is it Crag? And I'm at... Okay. We're at Port Cedo. It's Port Crag that I don't think you hear their music at normally. I want to walk around to all the places that look like shops and see if there is a shopkeeper there. None here. Hey, Dome Banger. You looking for Donnie? Merchant? Yeah, yeah. Donnie be drinking with the girls, yeah? He'll be back later. Where can I find him? They be at the Chillery. At the Skid Row. That thing there. He points to a group of shacks to the southwest. Thanks. Jet away, banger. You know, I don't think I've ever looked at the portraits for the dome bangers before. Or the ones who are wearing heavy armor on them. It's interesting to see that they actually are wearing a helmet of some sort. Can we climb up the ladder? Take a peek around? I'm not here to get in trouble. I'm not even going to loot a box that has no one examining it. I haven't heard any rift gate, and I'm not expecting to hear one out here. Ooh, there are a lot of pirates. I'm glad we didn't fight them this time around. On hard mode, good God, this Pitbull's just out here. At least they're friendly to us at the moment. If I was a portal, would I be in the cave that leads up to the Fang? Or would I be out towards where their herbalist is? Let's see if we're allowed to go this way. Heard of the legend of the White Shadow? The only man to ever have broken into Port Sato? I have not. Good defensive positions here. And they are ready for combat. I don't want to get in trouble, so anything that requires like an agility might bring us to a place which is off limits. We could go dumpster diving. I'm in there. Oh, that's interesting. The rat sound brought all of them over there. Okay, we can do some climbing, but once again, I don't want to get into trouble at the moment. Am I allowed in here? Talk to Donnie if you got something for barter. Is Donnie in here? Can't get no proper sleep because of them nightmares. Sup, mate? Okay, I guess I'm allowed to walk around? What you eyeing me for, mate? Need healing? Katya. See her. Okay, we're allowed to walk anywhere I guess we want. This will lead us up to the Fang, the glowing crystal that we see when we enter into Hell's Gut. I'm not going to interact with it. Ow. Not yet. Not yet. I just want to listen to hear if there is a... Ooh, hold on. Rusted climbing pick. Metal parts of the pick are normally rusted, while the rubber handle looks to be in decent condition. 2 oddity points. There it is. Go up higher. It reminds me a little of the pylons we've seen before. You can see most of the sea from here. And there's someone here who's actually struck the monolith. It looks as if there is no portal. So let's head back down. We can come back here later and interact with it when we're getting along with the pirates a little bit more. It occurs to me that we don't have to worry about savage attacks any longer now that we've joined the pirates. And we don't, I'm assuming, we don't bring anything back to defend the pirate base. Like the landmines, landmines. The naval mines that you find out by the spiders. Woo! Goodness, I am glad that the pit bulls are immediately friendly to someone who they don't recognize. We would have died immediately there. By the way, we do, Tim, I just remembered, we have to get kind of close to the rift if I want to actually see it activate. Or hear it activate. Oops, sorry. It wouldn't be near people. Or rather, not anyone like normal pirates. Oculus is one of the only places where a rift gate is visible to folks. I like that this place is already also completely visible. We must have walked through here to get to the captain. We should go back. Hold on. We should go back here really quick because it looked like there might be a merchant here. Stormers. They have assault rifles. No, there's no merchant there. Donnie, Ruth, Senda, and Chalice. Donnie's the merchant. Not now. Focuses on what the little person is saying to her. Do we interrupt that? I don't think we do, not right away. This is just going to bring us to more of their docks. And we're not going to find a rift gate there. Oh, it might be downstairs. That actually would be a great place for one. Can I take it? Okay, not allowed to take the lake poppies here. Oh, hello. An underwater bridge. Where's that? It doesn't bring us to anywhere. I guess we don't have the vision to see the rest of it. Marsh honey would come in handy for that, probably. All of that belongs to their herbalist. I don't think we're gonna find... Oh, hello, spirit trap. I don't think we're gonna find one out this direction. Wait. Oh! We are gonna find one out in this direction. Alright, let's attune ourselves to the rift. Wow! I'm a professional. Who's that? That's my pharmacy. Okay, good. I don't need to take it. It's good to know where it's located. So Katya will be around here. I'm assuming I'm allowed to wield my weaponry, and it was only because we were in the captain's quarters that we weren't. The old woman raises her head as much as her humped back allows and looks upon your face. How do we want to say hello to her? We'll go with a formal kind of greeting. Greetings. My name is Tim. You are psionic. Yes. How'd you know? Felt it. She waves you to follow her inside. Oh. I treat wounds. I have medication. Nothing's free. Are there more psionics in the Jim Jetter's ranks? No. There were some psionics here, but they were sent under. Leave it. You are with the Grim Jetters, right? Yes. An old pirate or... No. I don't do that. I take care of the ill and wounded, and I help with whatever I can. How'd you end up joining them? Her eyes lose focus for a moment, her attention clearly elsewhere. Leave it. Alright, then show me what you have. Wow! She does sell some broken down components. So instead of selling you the fish that you would need to acquire this stuff, she just sells you the stuff directly. Instead of taurine, for example, instead of intestines, she sells taurine. But we're about to run out of our juice. So we don't, or I don't want to purchase too much of this at the moment from her. But it's good to know it's all here. I will take some ampules from her. And we'll sell her 5 advanced health hypos. We'll talk to her and most of these pirates more in depth later. So where's our jet then, by the way, viewer? I haven't seen it. It must be south of the destroyer. Or maybe we need to ask for permission to take it. If it's not here, though, I must have missed it, or, once again, The one we saw earlier is ours, but we're not allowed to use it. Oh, the Theremin's here. Let's say hello to him. You find the Theremin busy as always. You again. This crane of yours. He looks up towards it. What about it? And lowers his head. I'm guessing you're using it for scavenging stuff out on the sea, right? Yes. And generally lifting stuff in and out of the boat. What's the heaviest thing it can lift? You got something in mind, kid? No, just asking. The crane is technically overpowered for this boat, as I don't have enough counterweight to use it to its full potential. Regardless of that, lifting let's say... He looks at the crane and then slightly tilts his head from left to right a couple of times. 10 to 15 ton load is generally safe if it's done close to the boat. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Don't get any ideas. He puffs smoke. Hey, do you have some kind of two-way radio on the boat? No. Is there some other way I can communicate with you? I don't want anyone bothering me. Anyway, he puffs smoke. You have any spare tobacco, or cigarettes or cigars? No. He blows the smoke upwards and takes a deep, calm breath. Yeah, not very friendly. Takes a few times talking with him until he begins to warm up to you. Show me what you got. He is unlikely to have anything I need crafting-wise. In fact, he does not. Buying one blueprint, one belt, 2 bolts of cloth. I won't have anything he's interested in. And we don't have any weaponry either. No statements about how we are here working with the pirates from him either. Interesting. Viewer, I did not see our jet ski anywhere, so that must be it. Over here is my guess. This must be ours. It has to be. Maybe it's red because technically it still counts as a Aegis jet? Okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's annoying, though. I want that not being red. It's ours now. We have the key card for it. Okay. So... I assume this is ours, the one we stole. It might not be. I think it is, though. We should put some things into this, as I want to do while I'm exploring. I generally put a few odds and ends, repair kits and what have you in it. And some batteries. Just in case I run out on my person and need to resupply. Okay. Ow. Okay. Let's see. So, let's go and talk with the little guy that we saw earlier and see if we can get the merchant to sell us some stuff. Donnie, that was his name. I need to begin getting used to using the pirates' names. Oh, Cruiser's out here now. Okay, let's say hello to Cruiser. His stare falls down upon you. You can almost feel its weight. Prove your worth, then speak to me, Dryfoot. Turn around and walk away. All right, very well. Let's talk with him later. We are the Invictus, and while we could probably defeat him easily, we can't defeat all the pirates. Not all at once. Not without heavy zoning, and that's not what we're here for anyway. We're going to be friendly with them this time around. Now, send the favor. How about you move that table right over there? Yeah. And if you could, Chalice dear, if you could lift that. And then he notices you. Hey, you're that new banger. Yeah. Pleased to meet you. I'm Donnie Merchant. The Merchant. And these here are Senda, Chalice, and Ruth. Us jetters got us some fine ladies here, eh? Donnie, you're saying it now, but what you gonna think after we're down a couple bottles of Shroom Boom? That's when you're at your finest, girls. At your finest. Sorry to bother you, Donnie, but I need a merchant. Oh, and just as things have started to get jetty, hey, you wouldn't mind waiting on me a bit longer? I'll be back at the shop before you know it. We alright? We good? Attaboy. Alright, so we don't have access to a merchant quite yet. Well then, we do have access to some other pockets, so that will just have to do. Search Donnie's as well. Donnie's key. A small man's key. We'll let him keep it at the moment and just take the Stygian coins. I'm not here to weaken them, so we're not taking their, like, advanced health hypos or the like. We'll just take their cash. Alright, viewer, so what do we do now? I think we do the jet ski dungeon. The sooner we do that dungeon, the sooner we get access to even better jet ski bits. We can divvy them up between the two jet skis that we possess as well. Okay, then let's take a warp gate back to our home, grab more juice, and head out to do the jet ski dungeon. No, I was just thinking that I think the pirates, a pirate, can teach you another feat for fighting on a jet ski. I say this because I know there's another jet ski feat present in the Underrail character builder on the internet. So I know someone can teach you more. There's also jousting you can learn on a jet ski. I believe the person who teaches you that is somewhere near Camp Harthor. So we might be doing a little more exploring in a normal Underrail for a while before we're back here again. Okay. So first, let's grab some juice. Well, I have 23 juice saved. I'll take 4 of it with me. Oh, we're never going to get another mug of coffee again. Oh, that's kind of a shame. Alright, can't be helped now. Okay, am I bringing enough stuff with me? Because I've got almost no repair kits for what we're about to do. We could probably stand to bring 2 more electronic repair kits. Oh! We're gonna have coil spiders to worry about up ahead. Alright, doesn't matter. Tim doesn't know that. And we'll survive coil spiders eventually. Might take a bit of reloading. Ow. Oh, no, this is correct. Alright, viewer. What can we talk about as we go about? So, we're talking about video games I was playing last time. Ones I was recording, and ones I wanted to record. And ones I should be recording, but am not, like Resident Evil 4. I really have to finish that game. I've been playing Diablo 2, Project Diablo 2, which is a modded version of the game. It adds a great deal of endgame content to it. Grinding pays off in the game, beyond just killing the bosses over and over again. There's a new season started a week ago from today. I don't know what day is today, the 18th? Or 17th? 19th. Today is April 19th, 2024. And a week ago, the Season 9, I think, started. I always play Necromancers, or at least to start, in that game. And I've played it for the past 2 seasons, Season 7 and 8. And during Season 9, the game has been very unkind, RNG-wise, to me. Oh, is Aegis here, by the way? They are not, okay. The RNG's been very stingy, so I'm basically about to throw in the towel and say, not this year. I'll probably play it on and off for this weekend, but that will probably do at this rate. Which is good. I don't need to spend another 100 hours or so in the game. Killing the same things, or doing maps, if the RNG is going to be so awful to me. One second, viewer. I forgot how I access what's inside my jet ski. Okay. We have stuff. That's the most important thing. Alright, let's head out. So I have a level 82 Necromancer, who is a clay golem-mancer. And it's effective, I suppose, if a bit boring. Whoa, Protectorate. We'll be trying to wipe out every single Protectorate, by the way, viewer. We will, I think, attempt it. And for this season, I have a level 54 Javazon, throwing lightning everywhere. I've never played Amazons before in the Diablo 2 game, and it's been fun to see how effective she is if she has decent gear. But she's much lower level, having only finished Nightmare. And once again, the game's being very unkind when it comes to loot. So I don't think she's going to get more powerful. So I think that's probably it for her. I was playing The Void again. Not recording it, just playing it. And I got up to when the brothers declare you a traitor, basically. Or suspect what they believe you really are is not a brother. And I decided at that point that I've probably played enough, if only because I realized that I was still using also the medium difficulty patch. And I wanted to play the normal game, but I played about 17 days in game. So I decided that, you know, it was fun, but now it's time to play something different again. I was playing Hedon Bloodright in preparation to record more of that game, but I think I will be recording other FPSs first. Not because it's a bad game, just because I would like to record a game called Cultic next, I think, for FPSs after I'm done with Northern Journey. Cultic would be another game that could go up on my channel during the fall months. Do I search that jet ski? I think we leave it alone. Searching someone else's jet ski feels a bit weird. Oh, this is it, viewer. The entrance to the jet ski dungeon. There are two ways you can get into it. The really cool way, which requires you leaping up this, in which case you gotta fight a bunch of very angry Psy beetles, which are all around you, or this way, which is by far the safer way to go. It's a bit more boring. So we're gonna go the slower way. If you don't have an agile jet ski, you also will be forced to go in this direction. Okay, I would like to charge our jet ski. Now, my memory of this dungeon is mutants to start. Quite a few of them. Mutants, mutated dog. Let's move around the corner. Hello, dog. It's a normal mutant. Oh, hello, Hunchback Mutant. Didn't see you there. I don't... Oh, you do get to attack. Ow. Wow, that hurt. I did not see him there. I would have used Uncanny Dodge. All right, let's heal. No crits. Oh, you know what? We hit him twice, despite the fact we were intimidated. That's super lucky. Let's use Uncanny Dodge, just in case. Yeah, that won't help me against thrown boulders. we can maybe set these two on fire. One's good. I can't do anything to the dog. Okay, then we'll just stay here. Let's activate our shield. I think these are higher level mutants than their pets. So it's going to be... Even though we've killed acid dogs before, this is going to be a bit harder than the ones we've fought before. Just using a line of sight. Oh, you have a rock in your hands. Didn't help you, though. Okay, good. We're going to need to clear this island of every single mutant and mutie that we find. I don't think they respawn in this area either. It's been a while, though, since I've played. Plasma beam. Woo! Can we recursion that? Look at that portrait. My goodness. You are hideous looking. You're also almost dead. With 3 hit points. I refuse to stab you again. We should not have to. Yeah. Recursion will do the trick. There was a second mutant. I'll be very surprised if it's not also here. There you are. You shouldn't be able to reach me, especially if I move a little bit away. You have a spear, sir. See, you're ready for some combat. We were, however, a little more prepared than you. Red Dream Mushroom. Difficult enough to find that we will take one. This barrel looks like the perfect barrel to leave a bunch of trash in. So we'll loot these corpses once the acid fades and do exactly that. We will need to kill this mutant because it will just take the time to grab rocks and hurl them at us on our jet ski. So we will use some plasma beams here. Okay, we can't recursion it, unfortunately. It gets too far away. That poor guy whose mouth is sideways. I can only imagine the pain that they must be in. Oh, didn't we learn that in hard mode, I think dogs can open curtains? I was about to mention how this dog can't reach us because there's a closed curtain here. But I think it can. if there's another way into that building and nothing in the way of the curtain. Okay, safe for us to end combat. I want to loot all the remains to get rid of them. Old habits die hard, viewer. Old habits die hard, but I won't need the creature bits. Okay, so how many points do you have left? Plasma beam will be guaranteed to kill it, so I will use a plasma beam. I don't think that ability can miss, by the way. I think that's 100% hit, which is another reason why psionics... Actually, I mentioned this before, which is why psionics can be so powerful. Most of their abilities do not miss, despite the psionic ability nerf, which wasn't really a nerf, in my opinion. It was a reworking of how psionics work, bringing them in line with several other abilities. But despite that, many years ago, that change that Sigil Software had done, psionics are still super powerful because they can't miss, or most of their abilities do not miss. That's the only one that can. Right, the dog's dead. Good. I wanted that to move up, so maybe I can be... Well, now if I recursion it, we will end up doing only fire damage. So we'll spend some psionic points and blast it with the plasma beam. God, I love that ability so much, viewer. Can't set things afire with it, which is unfortunate. But combined with recursion, you can kill just about anything in the game with that. Unless it is, of course, resistant to energy and or fire. Oh, we probably don't need MK3 EMP grenades with us. Let's do this at the moment. We want to kill as many mutants as we can from spots where they cannot threaten us. One last spiteful spit for that dog. Let's see. Sure. Plasma beam this hunchback. The damage that the acid will do to us, our armor, will stack up. So we kind of do want to wait for all the acid to go away rather than walk over it back and forth. It will decrease the durability of our boots and our armor, I think. I think they're both affected by acid. So what else am I playing? Wait for this little bit of acid to go away. Gene Forge Mutagen. I am past the vats, and I'm about to enter the holding cells. And, oh my goodness, every battle feels... Oh, there's so much. There's so much of the same things that I do in every battle. It's becoming very grindy. And it feels that way. 1 second here, we have to do the door trick. I don't know if I have it in me to continue the game, even though I'm positive I'm like 2 rooms away from the final boss. Or I'm very close to the actual Gene Forge. But, oh, it's just so much of this. I click the same buttons and do everything the exact same way for every battle. Every battle. I just don't know if I have it in me to finish it. Alright, hold on here. We have 2 mutants. We will use Plasma Beam. Oh! Which I thought would strike both, but we only hit 1 with it. We can move up and use Dilate on this one. I've never seen a Hunchback mutant use the Acid Spit, so I'm assuming this one can't do it either. We'll step back a space and let's see what it decides to do. Okay, sure enough, it did not do so. Alright, let's wait for this acid to fade. Yeah, I'm right near the end of the game. I'm also inches away from being level 17 in that game. It's tougher and tougher to find experience points in Gene Forge because things are worth less and less experience points due to the level differential between you and other creatures, and because many creatures in the game are worth no experience points, not because they're not difficult or your level, but they're just not worth anything. Which is really weird when I destroyed the entire Taker city. All, like, 5 rooms of it. Which is to say, once again, viewer, a room is something like this. So I defeated an entire, basically, civilization worth of folks. Similar to a battle against the pirates, for example, how difficult it was. And no one there was worth any experience points. Which is really weird, considering how difficult that entire area was. God, that was tough. That was a long time ago, though. That was months ago that I did that. The game is fun otherwise. Just a bit grindy. A bit samey. Which in particular makes it feel very... Oh, hello. There's a lot of you. You know what that means. Fireball time. We will recursion the mutant. Poke the dog. Move away, and I don't think he can reach me here. And the dog itself will just die. That's a lot of acid, so I guess we'll just keep talking, viewer. The world is very interesting. How, as a member of the Shapers, they use biological summons for as technology. They use them as guards, ways to explore, lever mechanisms, doors are made this way. A lot of how they interact with the world is through living organisms that are created specifically for certain tasks. It's a very interesting way to... wait, no, that's the wrong way to describe it. It's a very interesting... No, it is an interesting way to have a different type of civilization. Imagine that you would be able to create a living organism that acts as a key to interact with your door, for example. You have to feed it to keep it healthy. You bet you do. And it can get sick and what have you too. It's very, very interesting. I like it. Okay, hold on. Our food expired. Let's have some more food. Sure, more barbecue. I'm guessing there's no portal here. But I guess we could have some more of the juice. How's our weapon, by the way? Holding up. We could use 2 of our little repair kits on it. Need to fight our way through here. There's a chance, viewer. It's not a great chance, but there is a chance that we might find a high-level electrical discharger somewhere here. Oh, that's where some of the dogs ran around and died. Bloody fingerprints indicate somebody attempted to climb up the metal wall. Ooh, but they didn't make it. There's no agility check here, so we can't make the same attempt. Spiked tungsten steel boots are on the ground. Level 17, and decent ones to boot. But we don't... Aha! To boot. Get it? That was a pun. I didn't even mean to make that pun. How much is it worth? But 10 pounds. We're just going to recycle it. Wow! That's a lot of bits. And now we can use those bits to make some repair kits. For our future. Oh, we picked up some gasoline. We do not need gasoline. 3 pounds per can of gas. We have this that we don't need, and that, and this. I don't need more adrenal glands, although we could break them down for the bits. I guess we will hold on to them at the moment. And there's some jet skis here. Let's take a peek and see if they have anything interesting in them. Scrappy vehicle battery, 350. Part size 2, stability plus 14. Medium scrappy engine. What is our jet ski using for its stabilizers? I probably purchased something decent for it, is my guess. Oh, the same. Bar medium jet shocks. Okay. Let's move our blazer up. Oh. We can probably go after the lake poppy. Do you see this right here, viewer? Be careful. This stuff, it will shred your jet ski if you move over it. I think by default, your character will not pilot over it. But if there's no other way to progress, he might. Want that lake poppy. The skimmer, part size 1. Oh, what's the battery in this? I'm assuming it's better or equal to what we're currently using. Barm silicon, 350. I don't think you had better. You're the same. And the scooter has a scrappy battery. And there's a hidden scrap jet here. Hide behind the wall. What do you have? Nothing worth taking. None of these, by the way, can be sold back at Ray's. Ray doesn't buy junk jets. He also won't buy jet skis that are owned by well-known organizations, such as H Incorporated and the Protectorate, because he knows he'll get into trouble if he sells such. So what jet skis will he buy? You might be wondering, because most of what you're going to find out on the sea are scrap jets. I think the skimmer and scooter count as scrap jets. I think, as far as I'm aware, and I'm probably wrong about this, the only one, well, rather, the only one I'm aware of that he'll buy is the special jet ski you get from that one Lemorin facility to the northwest. I don't remember the name of it, the facility now, but I think that's like the only one that he'll purchase. He'll pay a pretty penny for it. I think like maybe 2 to 4,000 charons for it, which is a pretty decent amount if you don't need that jet ski. Okay, let's put on. Ha! I just stacked trooper helmet. Oh, crap, Tim, get away from there. This is the area that you fight through if you actually take the jump earlier, as I had mentioned. It's not really worth letting those side beetles see me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Darn it. Maybe we can destroy it from our jet ski. Pre-med. Blast it with a plasma beam. That's the end of it. I think that's the only one patrolling out there. It is. Oh. Well, there goes my limited temporal increment as well. Now that I'm swapping out headgear. Oh, you know what, viewer? For one of the first times, I think I will have the electronics to repair this crane console without requiring the parts for it. Let's see if that's true. No power. Okay, so we had to put the power on first. Also, is it just me, or does the acid fade away much faster now? Maybe that was a change which occurred, which I missed during one of the patch updates. Patch updates? What are the updates to this game that was done via the patches? That's a nice change. I don't have to stand around and wait like 5 minutes for all the acid to go away. Okay, we're going to leave those 2 repair kits here. Well, that's a shame. There's no agility check to see if you can make it across this bridge. Okay. I would have thought they would have added such. Alright, so then we had to take the jet ski back. Blazer through it. You won't die passing through this gas, but you'll come close to it. So it's worth swapping out to your gas mask whenever you go through that. Every single tick of corrosive gas you breathe increases the damage you take from every other tick of corrosive gas by an extra, I think, what is it, like 2 or 5%? And so it adds up very quickly. So we don't want to take any oh, we just drove right through that. I guess we're okay. Oh, was I wrong? No, that is definitely rocks. That will shred your jet ski. I guess this is trash. And this will not. Floating trash. Okay, let's clear out the rest of this area before... Oh, hello, Hunchback Mutant. Let's do the door trick. Can't use an endoscope on a curtain, to my knowledge. Oh, you know what? Actually, did I bring it with me? I did. Actually, I should verify that. Where are you, Hunchback? There you are. can see how its mouth is deformed on the model here, too. Ugh. It's over now. Okay, we'll wait for this acid to go away. I played through a game called Empty Shell, which is a twin-stick shooter. A bit of a roguelite one. Since if your main character dies, you start over on the level he had died at with a new character. But it strikes me that the new character's got the basic equipment. The game, I guess, isn't that difficult that you can't beat many of the levels. Wait, how do I phrase that? You can beat many of the levels with starting gear to get you to where better gear is. I like the setting very much, and I like the combat in that game. Turns out I'm a fan of twin-stick shooters. I didn't even realize it. So I may record that one for Halloween too, since it's a bit, the storyline is a bit creepy. But I'm not quite sure if it will go over well, since the visuals for the game are very, and specifically on purpose, choppy. It's like you're watching all of it through a CRT, and the screen has like scan lines and flickers occasionally. Low poly game? Is that the way to describe it? I still may record it anyway. It would be about 5 episodes if I record 2 levels an episode. Gotta think way ahead, viewer. Halloween will be here before we know it. I still can barely believe that 6 months have passed since I was diagnosed with cancer. That's a lot of mutants. Alright, can we use this, by the way, on this? We can use the endoscope to spy on the other side of this. Okay. Well, viewer, we're just going to open this up. I would really rather not be penalized. 25 action points to start the combat. Okay, we can move up and set this room on fire. We didn't kill either of them. Let's set ourselves on fire. And see if they're willing to give chase. They are not. Well, that works out for me. There's at least, I think, one more, yeah, big mutant in there. Oh, look at him! He's like, I don't care about the fire. Bring it. Yep, that should be all of them. Right, let's get out of the fire and now wait for all that to go away. I began playing a game called Valphorus, which is a continuation of the storyline of... oh, what was it called? Oh, I can't remember it now. I've played through this platformer, if I can call it a platformer, on my channel many years ago. Oh, it's a beautiful, the pixels in it is really well done. It's like a heavy metal, gory game where they expect you to die a lot. And it's a continuation of the story, the second in the trilogy. I own the third as well, and I've played the third very briefly. I couldn't remember which of them was the second, which one was the third. It's a lot faster, this second one in the series, and much more futuristic. In the original, you played this guy who was risen from his tomb in order to fight Vrol, this invading god on this planet, and used this magic sword to do it. Long story short, turns out that you, as this gentleman risen from your tomb, you're nothing. You're no one. It's the sword that's doing everything. And you don't realize it till the very, very, very end of the game. The sword is actually what the bad guy also is addressing and speaking to, as it is a sentient weapon, supposedly. I remember being really shocked by that. I liked how they presented that at the end, because I definitely did not see that coming. Was a fun surprise. Let's see, we don't need any of this. We don't need the adrenaline. We'll just leave that behind too. Anyway, once again, the graphics look amazing in the game. I like the music is phenomenal, and I've died quite a few times, even in the first zone, trying to learn the controls, but it feels good. So it's been fun to try this game out. I only have about 30 minutes in it so far, or maybe an hour tops. I plan to restart, because I keep restarting the first stage. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times now, to just get used to the controls. Okay, that's this all cleared out. The switch, I guess, does nothing? Oh, power. Perfect. Okay, let's look at that console. 3 advanced patching kits. We'll take those. The console's display struggles to work as it seems to have issues with its power supply. Behind it, you notice that the cables lying on the floor are in bad condition. The cables themselves feature a modular design, which allows them to be easily plugged one into another. About half the cables that are going into the back of the console are heavily damaged. The cables on your right side are further connected to a large crane nearby. They are all in decent shape. Console's flickering display displays a barely readable message: insufficient power. Let's attempt to fix the cables using an electronics repair kit. Using a spare toolkit combined with your skills in electronics, you manage to replace and reinstall the broken link between the console and its power supply. The surge of incoming new power makes the screen glow bright for a short moment. Console's display now features all control options for the large crane nearby. Clear the obstacles which are blocking the waterway. Normally, if you don't have the electronics to do that, I believe you have to find them. I think you have to go through quite a bit of work to find them. You have to crawl down under. I think there's like a staircase. In fact, we will clear out this room, but I'm not going to go down the staircase if I can, or ladder if I can avoid it, because I know there's coil spiders down there. I think you come up through a different section, have to fight your way out to this side, and then take one of these jet skis back around to access this area to re-access the crane console with the power cables that you find. It takes quite a bit of time. Alright, hold on a second. So, first off, I'm about to innervate, so we might as well put lumen temporal increment here, even if I end up getting rid of it later. And by that I mean even if I end up taking off this like headband for a gas mask again. I guess since we brought it with us, we can use the endoscope. There are hostiles there. You're just out of line of sight of the whatchamacallit. I gotta use the bathroom viewer. Alright, let's kill... No, I gotta go. Give me a second. I'll be back. Slain. Back from Hell. That's the name of the game that I was talking about just a little bit ago. Okay, hold on. So everything's angry at us here. Oh, well, I hit two buttons at once, so that's my own fault. That was a recurrence going off. Nothing else had to move up. I guess you know what? Let's charge these guys. Ooh, good critical. Ow, ow. The acid and fire here is going to make this annoying to walk through, but I guess we'll just charge. Otherwise, we'll be here too long. Use uncanny dodge just in case he decides to run up into us. Oh, nice. We resisted the effect. Okay, not bad. Now we just have to wait for all of that nonsense to go away. Okay. What else have you played? I tried a few games, which were not to my liking. I played a shoot-'em-up, or a bullet hell game, I suppose is another term that they're called. I prefer shoot-'em-ups rather than bullet hells, since I think it's more accurate as the type of game I prefer playing of the two. I don't like spending a lot of time dodging an infinite amount of bullets that are on the screen. But I do like flying spaceships or helicopters or what have you over a city, destroying enemy jets or what have you that are in tanks that are trying to shoot me down. I've played a game called Rayo, I think is how you pronounce it. And it's good. It's a good game. But I also saw basically what everything the game had going for it in about 30 minutes. And I did not refund the game, but also I realized that, you know, I don't mind the developer keeping the money for this. It wasn't very much at all. I think it was like $7. But also I think I'm done with the game. I don't need to play... I don't need to play it again. So that was one of them I tried. I tried a game called Dino Hazard, and I just couldn't get into the combat. It was a bit glitchy, too, some of what was going on with the game, and I ended up just refunding that one. I was trying to learn Dawn of War again, after many, many years of not playing the game. But I am not so good at that RTS. In fact, I'm just abysmal at it. It's too confusing for me to try to manage all of my units to run around and gather various resource points and what have you. I can't manage it. Nowhere near as effective as I used to be in that game. And I decided that it's just not for me. I was playing it with the Elite patch, which is a mod version of the game which I feel greatly improves the balance of the game compared to what it used to be many years ago. Alright, hold on. That was 3 vehicle repair kits. We will leave those here with our current jet ski. And I will bring those with us back over to the Aegis Patroller jet later. Where is this way down I mentioned? I thought it was inside this room. I guess I'm being proven to be a liar. Wow! A quality 160 regenerative vest. My goodness. We might make ourselves a tactical vest utilizing that. That's an amazing quality regenerative vest. Oh, it's in this door, I think. Okay, we opened the wrong door. Our food expired. We've also been playing for about an hour, so we should probably stop. But let's look at what's in that room first. Oh, mutated dog. Alright, dog. Well, we'll let you run up at us. Was it just you? Should have been. That trapdoor. Yep. That leads you to quite an adventure underneath the facility for a while. Oh! Which we still may want to do. Oh, I just remembered. If we don't go down there, we will have to deal with auto turrets. Advanced health hypo. 121 spearhead, some gasoline. Blocked! Not allowed that way. Okay, so... you know, meta... So I'm doing a bit of metagaming right now in my head. And I think we can probably go down there and do a little exploring after all. Yeah, I think we can. Because it's not going to be as much of a dead end as it would be for other types of characters. Thanks to the type of character we are. We are a fire starter, which is going to prove to be invaluable down there. To get out of there without requiring us to do a ton of legwork to get back to this area. Okay. Alright, viewer. So I'm going to stop here. Thank you all for watching. When I come back, we'll explore the depths of the Jet Sea Dungeon. And I will see you then. Take care, everyone. And thanks again for watching.